Jesus mentioned a proverb in the book of Matthew. He said, "The kingdom of heaven can be likened to a mustard seed. Even though it is so tiny, the moment it starts growing, it grows into such a large tree, and eventually, birds of the air would come around finding shelter in the branches." This proverb implies how humans would naturally gravitate towards you as a consequence of your spiritual maturity. For this reason, for you to fulfill destiny without being carried away by the influence that results from your spiritual growth, you have to grow in discernment. You can learn from the life of Jesus, the greatest of God's chosen ones. Tons of humans were always flocking around him wherever he found himself. Many wanted to learn at his feet. But in all of these, he only had 70 disciples who knew a lot about him than the multitude. And from these 70 were also 12 disciples or apostles who knew more about him than the rest of the 70. Besides the 12 were also 3 disciples who followed Jesus to places where the rest never knew about. And then John the Beloved was closer to Jesus than any other human who existed during his lifetime. Funny enough, aside John the Beloved, Jesus also had himself. He always separated himself from everyone after most of his teachings and during the early hours of the day, just to reconnect to his spiritual alignment with the Father in secret. This is the same way you also ought to discern who should have access to you as you preserve your spiritual alignment with your higher self.